right, welcome to Dat Wrasslin Podcast. This is Sheepshifter here with Benjamin Rivers and Streetkilln HD. We are missing Soulamazin Gaming. He is out with, he has the run. Serious case of diarrhea, guys. Sorry. Wish him well. Eat a lot of cheese, Soul. I hear that constipates you, stops you right up. That ought to make it better. Sorry about your
Oh
diarrhea
God.
situation, Soul. So let's jump right into things. How are you guys this week?
I'm good. I'm
Absolutely.
good.
Is
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm like already worn out from like this whole week. I'm worn out
Oh,
already.
damn. I'm
Mhm.
sorry to hear that.
Yep.
so let's kick things off. We had Monday Night Raw starting off this
Before
week.
we kick things off,
What?
let's
What?
apologize
What do we
for
apologize?
last weekend's
Oh,
freaking live stream
Oh
yeah.
yes,
podcast.
yes.
Let's
hmm
apologize real quick for that. We're sorry you guys had to witness such a short podcast with only one person,
Yes. hmm
but hopefully it was entertaining enough. But yeah,
Hopefully.
Got the job done, right?
yeah, he got the job done. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can get going here.
So we kicked off Raw with Braun Strowman, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Braun
yeah.
Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre. So a welcome
Mm-hmm.
break from the usual. Well, we don't have Kurt Angle coming out every day anymore, but it used
Yeah.
to be either Kurt Angle or Roman Reigns. So
Yeah.
now we got a little bit of a change there, and that was kind of a breath of fresh air. I was like, wow, Raw didn't start with damn it.
Damn it.
Uh,
Damn it.
yeah,
Damn
yeah.
it. Or
So
dun
you know,
dun dun.
yeah. So it started out with Strowman coming out with Ziggler and McIntyre, talking about his side of it, and then the locker room. Well, the Shield came out, and then the locker room came out to break up the fight, and it was just this big brawl. Um,
Yeah.
that was my thing here is I'm not excited to see Braun Strowman go back to being a heel before his face run ever really amounted to anything. This kind of really
Mm.
pisses me off. I think that he should have been at least allowed that big heel run, and they're just like throwing
Mhm.
all that shit. I mean, big face run. They're throwing all that shit under the bus for a Shield reunion. Like,
I mean, it could have worked for him being a face, Braun. But the thing is, yeah, we do have Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, which are heels. So you can't really like. They want to work with something. Even though you hate to bring up the whole heel and freaking face thing, but they still do it anyways.
well, they had
That's
to
the
have
thing.
somebody for Braun Strowman to have Braun Strowman's back. This would be the
Yeah.
perfect time since Matt Hardy was down to bring back the Fire Brothers. So
A little teaser there from Bray Wyatt on Twitter. He teased something to do with the Wyatt family. And, like, I was hoping, Bray Wyatt would come out or something. And, maybe the other Wyatt, rest of the Wyatt family. But, I guess not. I guess that's not gonna happen. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm
I know
just
the other two are on SmackDown, but they can take them out of SmackDown. It's not like they're doing anything there
well. Here's my
now.
thing. We go literally from the pay-per-view where Braun Strowman is a super face. I'm like, I'm gonna challenge you straight up. I'm not gonna do that pussy stuff and fight a weekend, come in and try to sneak in and win, I'm going to face you straight up right after this match, and I'm going to let you know right now. He was like
Yeah,
super
yeah,
face, and then the very next fucking week, he's a heel?
yeah.
Yeah.
That just blows my mind. You have to
It's
have a
kind of dumb.
transition or a reason. There wasn't enough of a reason. Just because the Shield came back, you turn heel.
Yeah.
The Shield
Yeah.
kind of went for the heel tactic. Or are they trying to
Right.
make the Shield faces that just still do heel shit? It's, I don't
Yeah.
understand it just for nostalgic sake, burying Braun Strowman. It gets on my
Honestly, I don't
nerves.
think the whole Shield thing's gonna last a long time anyways. I have a feeling something's gonna happen along the lines. I have a feeling something's gonna happen. Either one of them's gonna get hurt, or they're just gonna cut it short and do, like totally fuck it all up and do something stupid, and that'll be the end of it. I mean, I don't see it lasting that long. And it's stupid because they always do that shit too. Even when they do cut something short, they'll end up bringing it back down the road anyways. Just to cut it short again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the whole Kane and Daniel Bryan thing, I mean, yeah, they got cut short because of an injury, but you know they're still gonna do it again. Because typically it wasn't much done. So you know they're gonna do another whole Kane and Daniel Bryan thing. Hell no. Or hell yes, whatever.
Yeah, and I don't think like a lot of people do not want to see that again. I don't think a lot of people.
The thing is, once you do it and something happens, it kind of spoils, it kind of ruins it, because then if you go to do it again, it's not as hyped up as it was when it came back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very true.
It's like ruined already. Like the whole thing with the Shield, I like the Shield, I do. I'm a fan of the Shield, and I like the stable. I think they're a pretty interesting stable. But I'm not as hyped up as I was when they first reunited before the injury that Dean Ambrose got. And unfortunately, yeah, Dean Ambrose got injured. You know, you can't really do anything about that. But, you know, it was really hyped up before that. And, you know, you got that taste again of the Shield coming back. And then, you know, the Shield gets reunited again, and just like, because the last time wasn't a long run because they didn't really do much, and they missed a pay-per-view as well. And well, they didn't really miss a pay-per-view, it was just Dean Ambrose went there, so it wasn't really the Shield in general. Even though I hate when they do that, they say the Shield when it's just like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, or Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They say, oh, it's the Shield. No, it's not the Shield. They should say, oh, you know, it's part of the Shield or something like that. But they're like, oh, it's the Shield. No, you need all members for it to be the Shield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and usually, like, you guys, yeah, and usually, like, remember, like, usually, like, the rumors, like, literally, actually do come from, like, social media, and then, like, yeah, that's actually how, like, yeah, when you actually
that's
hear
another
rumors,
thing that kind of spoils WWE
yeah.
these days. We all can admit that,
Social
you know, spoilers on social media does spoil things for, you know, fans like us. But the thing is, we can't stop looking at that stuff online because we follow it. We look at stuff like that, and I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, yeah, it'll get spoiled, and you'll be like, oh shit, I already knew this was gonna happen. And of course, you would have been more happier and more excited if it wasn't spoiled already for you. I mean, that's how spoilers are, you know what I mean? But like, there's nothing to do about it. I know that WWE, I think it was Triple H or Mr. McMahon, one of them was saying, oh, they wish spoilers would stop, like reporters would stop spoiling shit, some shit like that. They were wishing something like that would stop happening. But it's never gonna happen as long as they let reporters and interviewers and shit in their company. There always will be spoilers, no matter what. I mean, and especially, you know, you got the writers and stuff. It's not just like interviewers or like reporters that spoil stuff. It's also some asshole writers that go like anon and just go on the internet somewhere and post something with like a username that nobody knows who that person is, and they post like a transcript or something. No one knows who that is, but you know, it could be like a writer, or it could be somebody major. I mean, that shit happens all the time. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got you.
I know that's a little bit of a rant, but...
A little bit. It's all good though. The next match was the first match was the Bella Twins versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan of the Riot Squad. This was garbage. They gave it a
Honestly,
C.
I was expecting more.
They gave it a C-
but
on Bleacher Report. I give it a D-.
Yeah, it wasn't that great at all. It's because, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this. I honestly don't think the Bella Twins have even been training since they were out. I think they've just been sitting back, relaxing, chilling and shit, worrying about their fucking total Bellas and shit. They don't even give a fuck. Honestly, that's my opinion. That's what I think. Cause their performance didn't even look that great, especially at, skipping ahead here, but that lock that Bree put on didn't look that great. I mean, probably that's the only good move that she can actually do, other than other in-ring performance. But you also have them fighting against, stupid people like Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. They ain't that great in-ring performers either. I mean, what's great about them? We've seen matches all the time with them. It's not like they're getting any better week by week. It's like the same shit over and over again from the Riot Squad. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion there.
I thought the match was just terrible. The two dives by Bree were just garbage. I didn't like any of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody else could have won that match. They're wasting valuable roster spots or valuable time that they could be promoting their current stars who aren't being given enough time as it is. There were plenty of women on the roster that deserved a shot on the show better than that,
Yeah. I feel you.
So
I understand. Like I said, I don't think they even train. Honestly, I don't think they're training and working on their moves and shit. They're the only reason they're in wrestling still is, I gotta say, because John Cena and Daniel Bryan.
Yo, but you also actually have to realize
that.
Johnson is not with Nikki Bella anymore, so yeah.
I know, it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. She still has a contract, doesn't she? And she still got a contract, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if she got a new contract or her contract was frozen at the time, but still, I don't know.
Okay, when you say that when a contract is frozen, like, what do you mean? Like, does it mean
that means if something happens to the wrestler, like if they get injured or anything, they pause their contract so their days aren't wasted, and then when they return, their contract continues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I understand. Because I was just like, yeah, because I was just sitting here, I was just like, wait, what does that mean? What does straight, what's that meant? And I was just like, okay. Now.
So when Nikki Bella got her neck injured, right? Was it Nikki Bella?
Yeah, it was Nikki Bella.
And Brie Bella got pregnant, and their shit was either frozen or their contract was done. I'm not even sure, but something like that. Yeah, they got to work on their shit. I wasn't impressed. And does this mean that Brie Bella is a free agent though? Because she's on SmackDown too.
they can do whatever they want, just like John Cena and everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Alright.
So next was something else that was interesting. The team of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Ascension.
God. Oh, God, dude. I honestly thought this was bad fucking pairing. I did not find this good at all.
It doesn't make much sense to me, but sometimes that's what works the best. Like, the bar didn't really make that much sense, you know.
Yeah, but
But now it does.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it. I honestly don't see it. We'll see if they if they do continue to pair Chad Gable with Bobby Roode, then maybe if it gets any better, maybe. But I don't know. I don't see it at the moment.
Anything you got, Ben?
Nope. Like, yeah, I don't even actually see these two becoming actually tag team champions. Like, you know, if they were going for the tag team champions, I was like, no, definitely a big hell no. To being champions.
God, Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. I mean, the match was, it was eh. I mean, I like Bobby Roode. I always have. The Ascension is alright, I guess. Not a big fan of Chad Gable, but it was an alright match, I guess. I mean, the grade on Bleacher Report is a C+. I would give it a C, maybe.
Yo, what are they even doing with the Ascension anyway? Like,
what do you mean what they're doing with the Ascension? They were just in this match, Ben.
I don't. Yeah, I know, but yeah, are they gonna like push him eventually? Like just give him like a run? I don't know.
I have no idea. No idea, Ben. I think they're just filler. Or just, you know, people that
they're just only
jobbers.
Yeah, they're only jobbies, of course. Yeah, a freaking jobber team.
It's sad too because when the Ascension first came into debut, I thought they were a pretty interesting tag team. But then they're just being used for all this bullshit that I don't really care for.
Yeah.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think the Ascension should have deserved that tag team titles on SmackDown. If they were on SmackDown, I think, to me, I think they should have deserved a title run instead of the whole Bludgeon Brothers bullshit.
Yeah, possibly. So the next thing we had up was Elias coming out doing a song about Columbus and whatnot. His usual stick, and then Alexa Bliss came out and basically said, yeah, you're right. Then you had Natalya come out, and then they had their match. It was, what was it? Natalya came out with Ronda Rousey, and Alexa Bliss did the armbar on Natalya to get the win. I was like, that's kind of corny because, you know, even maybe Alexa Bliss is good, but she's not. They shouldn't be ever saying that she could go armbar to armbar with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. This promo was cringy though, with Alexa Bliss and Natalya interrupting what's his face there? The Drifter. Forget his name now. Elias. Yeah. God damn, my brain. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cringy promo, in my opinion. It was kind of cringy, man. I mean, it was a good promo. It sounded different, but it was cringy. I mean, you can tell that Alexa Bliss was fucking totally, like rehearsed already. Like, you can totally tell it was already done. Like, she, like, oh my god, I don't know. I can't explain it. I mean... It's just cringy as fuck, bruh.
Yep.
It's like, can you play that song again? Oh, God.
I got you.
Oh, man.
So, it led into the match, and then the armbar. I mean, what'd you think about that? I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that whole armbar thing. I don't agree with it either.
I was about to say, you were confusing me. You agree that I agree, that you agree that I don't agree, but then you clarified, so now I got you. You agree with me.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on, we had the B-Team versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre for the belt. My heart's broken.
This was supposed... Yeah, which this was actually supposed to be Revival versus the B team.
Yeah, but Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler attacked them backstage before they could come out. So
Yeah.
they took their place.
I foresaw it coming. I knew that it was gonna happen one way or another. I knew that we already knew that Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre is gonna win the tag team championships. Just we didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I had a feeling that they will go against the B team in some way, and they played it out pretty good, honestly. I mean, it was good writing there, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say it wasn't good writing, because oh my god, I just imagine though how long. I mean, imagine how many people would be just super disappointed if what's their face? The Revival kept the tag team championships for like as long as the Bludgeon Brothers. Like crazy.
Hey, one of you guys needs to make the selection instead of just sitting here on the screen. We're kind of hung up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a.
Imagine that if they did.
I don't know.
Like, you can't. Well, you would like to see the Revival actually hold the titles and have a run with them?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, no one liked to see the Bludgeon Brothers either, but that happened. But imagine if it happened with the Revival.
Well, hold on
now.
Wait. You guys were always super against the Bludgeon Brothers. I never had a problem with the Bludgeon Brothers. I understood the repackaging.
Oh, yeah,
I got it.
Okay.
I was never against the Bludgeon Brothers.
Okay,
I thought that they were decent enough, and I tried to stand up for them.
Yeah, you thought they were decent enough. Yeah, sure. Fucking repackaged and just thrown out there as most dominant tag team.
It's not the first time, and it's not the last. Kane.
I know. I'm just saying. That's what I was saying. Imagine if they did that with Revival. I was just saying, imagine they did that with Revival.
Oh.
No one wants to see that shit again.
They're not going to build. I'm talking. They couldn't do that
Revival?
because the Revival's small guys. You can repackage Luke Harper and Eric Rowan into monsters because they're both almost 7 foot tall.
I guess that's true.
And just like you can do that with somebody like Kane or the Undertaker or a big person like that.
I understand.
You can always turn them around from whatever goofy thing they're doing to being whatever. You can turn those around at any time. You can't do that with the Revival.
Yeah, they're not really that built up for anything crazy. Yeah, I understand that. But still, I don't want to see that.
So, new tag team champions. Honestly. Congratulations to Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre. That's another accolade in Dolph Ziggler's belt. And it's a new one for Drew McIntyre, I believe. Has he been a tag team champion before?
I think he has. I
know he won like one belt when he was in WWE that first time, like maybe in 3MB or something like that.
I was about to say wasn't he? Didn't you win it with Oh wait, no, he didn't. I thought he won it with Jack Swagger. I was like, what?
What, tag team titles?
Yeah.
Wait, which?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Sure.
I think they. Actually, no. Drew McIntyre won it with Cody Rhodes. I do remember this.
Really?
I do. Yeah, he did.
Well, let me do some research here. WWE Tag Team Championship, 2-time with Cody Rhodes, and the second time is with Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, Cody Rhodes in WWE.
Well, at least it wasn't with Stardust.
Oh god.
That gimmick, bug me about that gimmick.
He was Intercontinental Champion and Raw Tag Team Champion. Now we need to get him on SmackDown and win the United States and the other Tag Team Championship, and then he can go for the big ones.
Hang on.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to check right
I mean,
now.
I don't mind Drew McIntyre. I mean,
He never
I
won the
mean,
tag
I
team.
do have my differences against him, but
Oh,
I don't mind him as a champion. I like the
wait.
pairing of Drew McIntyre and, you know,
Hmm.
Dolph Ziggler. It's a good pairing.
Wow.
Okay. So the next part was Authors of
God,
Pain,
no,
a squash
no,
match with Drake
no,
Maverick as
no,
their new
no,
manager. And
no,
Yep.
he was in
no,
full
no,
AOP gear, and
no,
it looked like they threw chalk at him or something to make it look
no.
like it
God
was matching
damn,
theirs.
no.
Like
What
they took a brand
what
new one.
was
They're like, we
this?
gotta make it
Why was
look
there a
more
lot of
used. What do we use? Let's just throw flour on him and just make it look like it's dusted off or something. And
I know,
he
right?
looked like he looked like Pee Wee Herman in between two giants. You know, it was not good. Paul Ellering managed to look cool or have some kind of swagger when he's standing next to these
What
giant
were they
men.
trying to accomplish here? Were they trying to accomplish that whole Dudley's thing where they had that other dude
Spike,
that he was smaller?
Yeah,
Spike
Spike
Dudley.
Spike Dudley? Yeah, were they trying to accomplish something like that?
No, because
Because if
Spike
they
Dudley
did,
wrestled and he was awesome. He
I
did
know.
that Dudley dog and stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, Spike Dudley
But
was
you
the
know, he
shit.
was
And
smaller than the other two.
Spike Dudley took bigger bumps than either of the Dudley boys put together.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And Spike Dudley's not in the
But
Hall of Fame. And that's bullshit. I'm just throwing that out there.
but were they trying to accomplish something like that? You have two big
They're
guys.
trying to give them a little
Yeah.
bit more momentum when they should have never had them ditch Ellering in the first place. Or if they did, they should have done what I was saying the whole time and have Ellering take another tag team and beat Authors of Pain with the new tag team that they took.
Yeah.
I was suggesting B team, but it could have been anybody. Fucking anybody. Paul Ellering
Yeah.
could just take
True.
the worst tag team. He could have taken, some,
He could have
NXT
took
people.
the Ascension.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
Ascension.
Uh-huh.
Titus Worldwide, anybody.
I feel like Ascension. I feel like Ascension could be repackaged in a way, but here's the thing about that: Ascension already has like this heel-looking gimmick. They're not really a heel per se. They've done a bunch of funny shit and whatnot, but I feel like they can be repackaged in more, how I should say, like upgraded way, because they might not be, as buff and shit as, Luke Harper and them and whatnot, but they are pretty tall. They're pretty lanky guys and whatnot. You know what I mean? I feel like they could be packaged right. Just look how they look like now, and just better version of that. You know what I mean? That's why when they first debuted, I thought they were something like what are they called? Road Warriors, I believe. Was it those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
Hawk and
called-
Animal.
Yeah. Road Warriors were their name, right? I thought they
Yeah,
could have
I
been
think-
something like that, but it was a disappointment. Like I said, disappointing. Opportunity wasted. Should have been on SmackDown. Because Baron Corbin's all about wasting opportunities.
So, hey, yeah, Baron Corbin would have been a good manager for them.
Yeah,
Think how that was
Yeah.
Baron Corbin coming out with him.
yeah. I agree.
So, the next thing was really exciting.
Two legends.
Shawn Michaels comes out. Oh, let me point out though that during the ALP match, my friend Corbin Phoenix, who you guys have seen on some of my videos, was actually
Yeah.
here, and we were just talking and stuff, and he just happened to see some of the stuff that was going down. Some of the moves in this match were pretty stiff. They were hitting those rookies pretty damn hard, and it got Corbin Phoenix pretty excited. He didn't know that they took bumps like that in wrestling, and I was like, yeah, man, they do this all the time. I was like, this is called a squash match. They're pretty boring to us, but sometimes they're fun. And I didn't realize how to an outsider, to somebody else, it can really have that effect of these guys are
Yeah.
just that brutal. And
Yeah, see, that's why they're
was.
called squash matches to
I know
us.
that, but it took seeing an outsider get excited about something that I'm usually like, what, another squash match? So it took having that perspective change for me to appreciate it more, and I do appreciate it more now that I saw that it does do its job, just not on us.
That's why I was asking how much money you think people that are jobbers get paid, because imagine all the squash matches they go out there for and just, take all those hard bumps.
Well, okay, they
like,
don't get paid. They're not getting paid that much. We've went out. Remember, some of these bigger names aren't even making,
yeah, that's
100,000
true.
a
Some
year.
of the bigger names not even making a lot of money.
Yeah, they're
but
making
they have to make
bad.
some kind of good money to like, I don't know. Imagine being a jobber. Want to be a jobber?
And the only reason that they do that is it's an investment. It's in the hopes that they'll have a career.
Yeah, it's to build up their career. I know. It's like they'll do. I mean, it's called jobbing for a reason. It's to build up their career. But yeah, I understand the whole thing you were talking about. Seeing like an outsider watch a squash match to us and make it, and they're like, oh shit, wow, that's crazy. Well, you know what's something funny though? Sometimes my grandmother would come over, and on the days that wrestling's on, and she would look at it, and she'll be watching it like a match that's supposedly like a squash match, and she'll see those like little guys against the big guys and shit, taking all these money, like, oh my god, that has to hurt, oh my god, he's gonna die. It's like, it looks crazy for them because they don't understand what's going on, you know what I mean? And it's funny, it's a funny thing.
I got you.
Especially for people that don't understand the whole thing of wrestling in general.
So yeah, the next segment, moving on, was the HBK and Undertaker. So HBK comes out and basically says
more
that,
cringy shit.
Well, I mean, it was old school. This is one thing that I have a love-hate relationship with. I love seeing legends, and I love seeing the respect that they get. One thing that I was really proud of, and I hope that never changes, is that Shawn Michaels brought up the fact that when he said he retired, he meant it, and he's the only one who's actually stayed away, and everybody else's were just empty words and empty promises, and it's basically for nothing. So I really agreed with that. And then outside of that, it was kind of meh, but I think that it could really sell well as long as they don't. They're going to try to push for Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. I just know it.
Nope, cringy. Don't want to see it.
I don't
even want to see Triple H. I don't even want to see Shawn Michaels wrestle. The dude's fucking cringy as fuck these days. You seen when he returned? Like I say he's cringy because he's rusty, man. He's old as fuck. He's rusty. He doesn't. He's not. You can tell that he's not training every day. It's just. You watch when he returned on that was it 25th anniversary, and he did his move. It didn't even look that great. It was just cringy. Whole Raw this week was cringy to me. That's my opinion, though. But
yeah, that's what I think. Street.
Wait, you don't think most of it was cringy on Raw? Most of the shit that happened on Raw was cringy.
Yeah,
that's quite a bit of cringe.
That this promo actually did. It actually hyped the whole match between Undertaker versus Triple H.
Did it hype it?
At WWE
did it really,
Super
Ben?
Showdown.
Did
Yes,
it hype
actually
it, Ben?
did.
Did it? Are you hyped?
Really?
Are you pumped?
Yes.
You can't wait for Undertaker versus Triple H.
I can't wait.
You can't. Oh my God, Ben. I can't wait either, Ben. I'm so hyped.
Wow.
It's amazing. Shawn Michaels came out.
A lot of people
I'm
probably
hyped
are
then.
excited about that. I mean, it's a big deal. But that's why I said I have a love-hate relationship with it because, you know, I do want to see the big stars. I do want to see the famous people. But at the same time, it's taking away from the time that all these other superstars deserve to be on screen. We can't
Oh,
see
now
all
you
these...
agree with me.
What do
Now
you mean?
you agree with me on that. I remember when I was talking about that, and you're like, no way. People want to see, they want to see
People
Triple
do.
H. They want to see
They
Undertaker.
do. I
You
understand
know?
it, but you know, at the same time, it does take away from all these other people. There's a limited amount of
Yeah,
hours to go around for all these people, and they're.
exactly. That's what I was talking about. But no, you and Soul always had to put it down.
I don't think you're recalling correctly.
No, I
Yeah.
recall.
Yes, true.
I'm all for nostalgia, but there's only so much. And I've always been one that's kind of not really been against all these Undertaker matches, or has been against the Undertaker matches. I think he should leave well enough alone while he had the chance and stop trying to come back for more.
Should have stopped
Because
a long time ago.
I agree. The matches aren't as good now, and it's hurting his reputation, in my opinion. Or not, maybe
And
not
that's
so
why
much.
I'm saying, that's why I said the same thing with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, that they should just call it quits. Because we can already tell with these guys,
You're just like,
it's just not the same.
I agree.
But like Soul said, it's all about money, and they will bring back the big stars because it's all about money. And I don't know, I'm still on Seth Rollins' page about the whole Rock thing coming to WrestleMania. I don't think he should, even though it's about money. Seth Rollins made the whole thing about that. I was talking about that one day on podcast. Seth Rollins had something to say. But, they're going to do what's best for business, apparently. Air quotes. And that's bringing back old stars for nostalgia acts.
That's right. So the next thing was Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Ember Moon and Dana Brooke.
God.
All this served for was to break up, or maybe break up.
Titus Worldwide. Is it Titus Worldwide that probably break up?
Oh no, it's just Dana Brooke separating from Titus Worldwide. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know where the storyline's going.
I think Titus and Dana Brooke have something going on. Cause you remember the two times in the back that Titus interrupted what's his name? Fuck, I just lost his name now. I'm so dumb.
Apollo
man.
Crews.
Apollo Crews, I mean. Yeah.
Wow. Yep. So Street has definitely lost all of his brain cells. Don't worry.
I am losing my brain cells, man. I'm getting old as fuck, dude. My birthday's in like 3 days. 4 days. No, 2 days now. I'm getting old as fuck and I'm losing brain cells. But yeah, I think there's something between Apollo Crews and Dana Brooke because of the times that Titus O'Neil kind of like butt in their conversation. They were talking pretty discreetly. And like that one time, he's like, I've been looking for you guys all over the place. Where were you guys? I don't know. Something's going on. Something. Ooh la la. But yeah. Opinions, Ben? Anything
Nope.
you have to say?
No,
No?
Is number Street. I didn't see this, so yeah.
Alright, Ben. Ben
All
doesn't do his homework, guys.
So the next part was Bobby Lashley and Jinder Mahal in the ring doing new gender
Meditation.
guru meditation thing. Stupid gimmick. But
Yeah.
while he's sitting down, Kevin Owens returns and attacks and completely ruins the whole thing where he quit.
Yep.
There was no point in any of that now, and completely just ruined what could have been a great moment in this entire year of wrestling. Could have probably been one of the best moments of the year, but we're not gonna get lucky like that. He returns and attacks Bobby Lashley. It was okay, but whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I think that
I agree.
even you actually even called this sheep that like that like of course that he would never like say like he was gonna quit and then like he'll come back next week like I think you knew it all the time, sheep. That like
We all knew it, Ben. If you ever thought Kevin Owens really gonna
Shut up!
quit,
Let him keep tooting my horn. Anyway,
Kevin
keep talking
Owens
about how
never-
great I
He's
am.
done that so many times.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't care for it. I don't care for the I guess upcoming rivalry of Kevin Owens
Bobby
and
Lashley.
Bobby Lashley. I'm tired of. I like Bobby Lashley and all, but I'm only gonna like Bobby Lashley as a heel who does not know how to talk. And by does not know how to talk, I mean shuts the fuck up. That's the only way I'm gonna like Bobby Lashley in WWE. If he just doesn't say anything, give him a manager.
Yeah.
He can be a face with a manager, but otherwise he should just be a heel who grunts. That should be the extent of his vocabulary.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
No.
I hope. I'm gonna say this,
Maybe.
hopefully-
That's about all. One word sentences. That's all he gets. And I'm happy with Bobby Lashley. I'm not saying
if
he's dumb. He just cannot deliver a promo. Doesn't matter if you pay him $1 million or $40 million. He
Yeah.
cannot do a promo.
I agree.
So
can't do
give me
promos.
anything else.
I was gonna just say something. I hope they don't turn this like into the stupid Sami Zayn Bobby Lashley thing again.
It can't be a Sami Zayn Bobby Lashley thing because
If it
Kevin
is,
Owens. It can't
If
be
it is.
because how do you disagree, Saul? But it can't be because Kevin Owens isn't a little small guy. They could do the Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley, and Sami Zayn thing because Sami Zayn's such a scrawny little guy, and that kind of got on my nerves because they're trying to make it look like Sami Zayn was a danger to Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
So next match
Was Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman. I think this
Indeed.
was the main event. Yep, it was the main event.
No duh, Ben. Oh my god. So yeah, Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman. Good match. Honestly, the best match of the entire show. I mean, I mean, it is the best match of the show, but I mean that tag match was pretty good only because Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre was in it. But yeah.
Yeah, so the Shield came back in the police car, obviously, and tried
Not
to
really a
rescue
police car, it
Finn
was a police
Balor.
van, I think.
Well, I was just trying to.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be specific,
Yeah.
but
Well, for people that don't know, the Shield did get supposed detained in the beginning of the show because they did come out and try to, attack Drew McIntyre and Dolph
because it's not
Ziggler
like that
and-
ever happens at a wrestling show.
Yeah, and Braun Strowman. And Baron Corbin got the Shield detained, and we already predicted that the Shield was going to come back. I don't know if you guys did, but I did. I predicted they were going to come back. because we all know that they're not actually detained. And yeah, they came back and they wrecked some shit up.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep. And
overall the match
yeah,
was pretty good in my opinion.
well, yeah, it was all to set up the whole end part, though. I think the match was just an afterthought.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you know what I mean.
it was
The
all
whole
it was all
skit,
just
the
for, it
whole
was all just for
thing
the
was
setup.
good in my opinion.
Um, and I'm not sure that I care for any of this being the main focal point of Monday Night Raw. Um,
I don't mind it, but there's better ways it could go with it, like you said.
so
Hello?
that was all of
Oh.
Monday Night Raw. Let's move right on into SmackDown. We started off with Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. So twice in 2 days we get to see Brie Bella. Brie
Brie
mode.
This is fucking gayest thing ever right there. I hate that shit.
So yeah, this was they called out the Miz, and the Miz said that they were at a restaurant and blah blah blah, and that they were there earlier looking for them, and they must have just missed them. All this kind of goofy bullshit. And then Daniel Bryan, Zelina Vega, and Andrade Cien almost come out and interrupt, and so they challenge them again, and this becomes the match. It was a good match. It's not as good as the first time we saw Daniel Bryan and Cien almost, but it was okay. Uh, Not as good as you would expect from Daniel Bryan, but I don't think anybody's hearts were in it this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was feeling it.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts on that match. What about you guys?
It was an alright match. I agree with you. I mean,
We'll expect to see plenty of showing off in this one, folks. Michael, I don't think I've ever seen
like you pretty much basically covered it. I can't really add on to it.
Guys, this match will undoubtedly go
What do you think about the angle of them? It almost seems like Brie and Daniel are being made into being especially underdogs because they got two teams coming after them. So like Zelina Vega and Maurice might team up on Brie Bella, and Andrade Cien Almas and The Miz might team up on Daniel Bryan at any point. So
but
it's to get over that underdog thing, you know. Otherwise, it doesn't really have the effect of him being an underdog to just The Miz, or you know. I think they're trying to really buy him some sympathy.
Yeah, you know, I really don't like the whole taunting thing about, you know, the Miz and Maurice appearing on the video screen. They're away, supposedly away from the arena and whatnot. I don't know if that's like great. I mean, I don't really care for it. I mean, they could have probably done something else, but I understand it. They are taunting them and whatnot, and you know, getting them pissed off and shit. But you were saying, you know, they got basically two teams after them. But I have a feeling that maybe Rusev and Lana will help out because they still have a thing going
with
on.
With Cien Almas and Zelina Vega, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it.
So I see Rusev and Lana helping out. We could possibly see the first ever
what about a team?
6-man mixed match.
What about a team of Rusev and Daniel Bryan? It could be Yes Day.
Huh? Say that again?
Rusev and Daniel Bryan could team up. They could be Yes Day.
Yes Day?
No.
It doesn't really have a ring to it.
I know it doesn't. I was just they would make a good team, though. I think they would make a good team.
Yeah, I understand what you're getting at.
Rusev can be really funny, and Daniel Bryan can be fairly funny. Yeah, in a more corny way. Rusev is genuinely funny, where Daniel Bryan's kind of like corny funny.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I understand what you're saying. But what do you think? we could have the first ever four-man mixed match, fucking match. Like we have 2 men on the other side, 2 men on the other side, 2 girls on the other side, 2 girls on the
That
other
would
side.
be 8. You forgot
First ever.
math, huh? 6. You said 6,
Did
man.
Did I say
You said
6 or did I
Yeah,
say
you
8?
said
No.
6.
Yeah, he said it. I think I
That's
may have
it?
actually heard an 8-man.
I don't know. I don't know. Either 6 or 8, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, first ever 8. 8-man woman mixed match. Mixed match. Whatever. Imagine that. Imagine how crazy that would be.
That would
Might
definitely
as
be
well
insane.
saying crazy. Imagine how lame that would be. Because mixed match fucking shits are already lame as is. So I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
They could do it.
They're doing the mixed match challenge again. It must have done well
I
enough.
know. That's what I'm saying. Because they're doing it again, so it could possibly happen. Cause they're all about first ever everything, especially with ladies in them. So it could possibly happen.
Oh, no.
Unless we fucking
Oh, no.
predict that we should get a medal here or something. Cause shit, we deserve something if we predicted that already. But yeah,
If actually, yeah, I think we definitely might need to get a promotion. So, you know,
yeah,
it's
we need some promotion.
Yeah, we need a
from
promotion. Yo, WWE, sign us up.
WWE. Yeah.
I'm like literally trying to make that joke today. I just made that. I don't know why I did that.
The match was, like I said, and you said, I agree. The match was alright. It wasn't that great. I mean, we've seen better from Daniel Bryan and everything. And I don't know, it's kind of odd because Almas is everywhere, man. He's the everywhere man. Almas, he's just fighting this guy, that guy. The thing is, he's fighting somebody up in the pedestal one day, and the other day he's fighting somebody low on the pedestal, and then he's fighting somebody mid card. He's all over the fucking place. And it's kind of interesting though because, if it's true that, you know, Mr. McMahon does want Almas to be the next big thing, like the next big thing on maybe SmackDown, I'm assuming, then I understand it. I mean, you do got to put him in all these areas because if he is going to be the guy that holds the title after either AJ or Samoa or whoever it is, he has to have some kind of background, and it's good. I see it. I see what they're doing with him. He's everywhere, man. I mean, great for him if he's actually going to be put on that pedestal of being the next face of SmackDown or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, I don't
So
think
the
Ben
next
has
match.
anything to say.
Yeah, probably not. The
No,
next match was Naomi versus Peyton Royce. At least Naomi finally got a win here. That's all I've got to say about that match.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yo, but the ending of it though, like Asuka coming out to help Naomi, I could see this actually like potentially like you know.
Wendy.
Yeah, don't remind me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, Naomi finally getting a win in this match against, you know, the whole Iconics. Iconic, we are so iconic.
yeah.
But
I
yeah.
forgot about the Asuka part. They did attack in the middle of the match, or not.
Yeah.
After the match was over, they
Asuka.
attacked, and Asuka
Yep.
came back to help, which I guess makes a little bit of sense, but not too much. I don't see why she was the one to come help. I guess it was just so she could return, but whatever. I think a better way to return. Well, you know, Asuka should be in the title picture, but then again, you've got Becky and Charlotte and all that stuff, and plus you've got Carmella's rematch to deal with. But we know how that's going to go. We know Carmella's going to lose that because Becky and Charlotte are scheduled to face each other twice in the next 2 months for the titles. So
You're right.
Yep.
Ben, got anything to say about this match? Because it's your girl. She's from the land
yeah.
of nowhere.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is kind of like a little bit disappointing that Peyton Royce. Who the hell was he battling anyway? No, but even
You
though
already
my brain
said it
cells
was
got confused
Naomi.
today.
God damn it, Ben.
Peyton
You're
Royce,
losing more
Peyton
brain
Royce,
cells
like,
than I am.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, it does feel like a little bit sad that like Peyton Royce did lose, but like yeah, I
Why,
can
Ben?
see like where it's going with this now, like where it's going, which I can actually wait. I can't wait till this whole Naomi Oscar versus the Iconics cannot wait to see that. So I just see what happens and then see where it goes on from there.
Alright, Ben.
So speaking of Wendy, the next part was the Samoa
Wendy
Joe segment.
part.
So
It's
Yeah,
about
which
Samoa
I
Joe promoting Wendy's.
Yep, which I actually
Joe's
also did see
been doing
this.
a good thing here promoting Wendy. I love Wendy's. Wendy's has great burgers, great fries. I mean, shit.
they got
Samoa Joe
the
probably has
Frosty.
a sponsorship.
Can't
Oh, the
forget
Frosties. How many Frosties do you think Samoa Joe gets for free?
Is that a weight joke? Oh, I was about to say.
Oh God, I think yeah. Yep, that. Yep,
I
that joke
think
again.
Samoa Joe's gonna come looking for you. But by the way, Samoa, he lives in Boston.
Oh yeah?
Not in Boston,
You're
around
gonna put me out
Boston.
like that?
The Boston suburbs, Samoa Joe, if you want to go find him and correct this behavior.
Oh, Wendy!
So
I can do
yeah.
it too, Samoa Joe. You're not the only one. Where's my fucking sponsorship? Sponsor me. Give me that hookup.
Yeah, which I actually definitely. I actually saw this bit. Thank God I watched this.
Did you see this bit?
Yes, I did. Yeah, the only thing that I only watched from SmackDown was just this.
Yeah, this is basically just Samoa Joe ranting over here, mumbling and whatnot. And then we have AJ Styles
AJ
coming
Styles.
out to attack Samoa Joe. And then it gets separated, and we have the most cringy thing ever is Paige getting in the face of AJ Styles. Think about your family. Your family. Think about them. It's like, okay. Yeah, because he's really going to lose his job from this. Think about your family.
Yeah, think about your family, man.
Oh yeah, it was alright. It was alright promo skit thing. And Bleacher Report gave it an A. I give it a B plus. The only reason why I gave it a B plus is because I wanted to see more. I love watching these two guys fight and wrestle and going at it. It's really fun. I like Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. And the whole Wendy thing is classic. I love that they keep bringing it back and keep bringing it up. It's classic. This is a classic. 'Cause I'm gonna remember it forever. Shit.
Yeah, the
Wendy's
next
in
part. Yeah. So this leads us into the six-man tag for the chance to go for the #1 contendership for the New Day's title. So it was Usos versus Rusev and Usos versus Rusev Day versus Sanity. Pretty damn good match in my opinion. I would have preferred Sanity to go over.
Yep, same.
I don't see Rusev Day as a viable tag team to like compete for the gold, just in my opinion. Well, Sanity's where I wanted to go. I think Sanity needs to be doing a lot more than they're doing right now.
Same. I agree.
You could argue kind of the same for the Usos, but they've had plenty of runs lately.
Yeah, they have plenty of runs.
We can switch them out with the New Day at any point, and anybody will still be happy. But some of these
I was
other
surprised
teams need
though
to get a shot.
that the Usos came up for this match. I was like, oh, there they are. They're not forgotten. They're still here.
Well,
But
and
yeah.
then they lost, so.
And then they lost, so it was kind of disappointing. But nothing new there. I mean, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it was a good
Aiden
match.
English, Rusev,
Yep.
and Sanity, and the Usos. I'd say that match was a pretty good match. Bleacher Report gave it a B plus. I think I agree with that. It was good. It was good, in my
That sounds
opinion.
about
I
right.
enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, even though the Usos Day to lose and got defeated by Rusev Day, and the Sanity didn't win, I'd rather, like you said, I'd rather have Sanity go over in this match. But we have the whole basically kind of like reunion of Rusev Day now, as we thought that it was over. I mean, I guess there were some changes in the whole thing with Aiden English contract. Maybe got a new one or something. I don't know. But it made it seem like he was. That's how he was gonna end. Was, you know, him fucking up the whole Rusev Day thing, and he would be parting away. But nope, changes happened. Rusev Day is back on the map every day. Rusev Day.
So at this
Yep.
point, I think we should go back a little bit and point out the fact that in the middle there was a promo with R-Truth and
Oh yeah.
Ty Dillinger and Carmella.
Oh yeah.
And Carmella.
Oh, well, no,
The
not
promo.
Carmella. This one, the first one was with Maurice.
Yeah.
He just saw her from the back and went up and he was like, "Hey, Carmella, Carmella," and she turned around and basically said, "How dare you compare me to that piece of that Staten Island trash or something like that."
Uh-huh.
And so
Wow.
Yeah.
this all works out into basically R-Truth working his way into the main event. And
That's great. I love
and
R-Truth,
being hilarious, and it's the first time R-Truth main evented in a long time. He definitely deserved it.
And actually won against. Sorry. Yep.
Man, he's a 76 on here.
And he was actually able to defeat the Miz partially due to the
Interference by.
well, not
Yeah.
interference. It wasn't an interference. It was just
Yeah.
music.
No,
A
no,
distraction.
it was a distraction.
Distraction. Yeah, that's the word.
It was still a clean victory.
Yeah, that's true. It was still a clean victory, but it was a distraction, but clean victory. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say, I'll take it. I'll take it is what I'm saying.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I like R-Truth, and I'm happy that we are getting screen time with R-Truth again, and he's back. And I'm hoping that maybe R-Truth will get some bigger roles. Maybe go for titles again.
Well, see,
some title runs.
he doesn't have much time left. He may look like he's in great shape,
Yeah.
but I don't think most people realize R-Truth's like 48, 49.
He's pretty
years
old. He's pretty old, yeah.
He's almost
So-
50.
But from what I'm looking at, in the whole thing with WWE, I don't think R-Truth is gonna get, his title shots. Like,
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's gonna get any more title shots. If anything, I see a tag team title shot, but I don't see a mid-card title shot. I don't see the main.
I could see a quick mid-card title shot.
Yeah, maybe quick mid-card title shot. Yeah. But
yeah, not
if anything,
not the main
title
belt.
one would be, yeah. If anything, title one would be with tag team championships, with Ty Dillinger. Honestly, that's what I think. Because from what it looks like right now, they're pretty much good pairing to me. Even though they haven't really been in the match together. But would you like to see Ty Dillinger in R-Truth in a match, tag team match?
They've got good chemistry together,
Charisma?
kind of, so far. I think I've enjoyed their friendship, so I can see them taking a
Yeah.
step further.
Yeah.
And Ty
See.
Dillinger definitely needs something under his belt to say, other than jobbing.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what they're doing.
Ty
with him,
Dillinger and R-Truth.
and
So
I'm
what?
hoping
The
a
perfect
tag,
truth.
a tag team champion would, huh?
The
Say it
perfect
again?
truth.
The perfect, yeah, the perfect truth. That
So,
sounds
yeah.
good.
It was a good match, and definite props, and glad to see R-Truth back in the spotlight. It didn't hurt The Miz at all to lose. I was actually going to be very upset if R-Truth lost, because it wouldn't have hurt The Miz at all.
I know, that.
Yeah, but it would have actually
That's
hurt
true.
our truth. Yeah, it would have hurt our
Exactly.
truth, though.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it wouldn't really hurt R-Truth anyway, because he
It
was the
yeah, it
underdog.
wouldn't really hurt
Nobody's
him.
really expecting him to win. Well,
Yeah.
everybody was, kind of, because, most anybody that knows what they're watching knew something was going to happen. R-Truth just
Yeah.
doesn't get to the main event just to lose.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts on SmackDown as a whole?
Honestly, like I said, I still think Raw was better than SmackDown. There wasn't much activity.
But you also
in
said that all of Raw
SmackDown.
was cringy.
Yeah, but it still was good. I mean, it was a good show. I mean, the factors of it being cringy. I mean, there's some decent matchups there, and there was, there's more to it. I mean, yeah, there's more to it because it is an hour longer than SmackDown, but SmackDown seemed really short. This week to me, it seemed really short. It seemed like it went by quick. There wasn't much to it, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Usually they I don't know how to try to explain it. They make it more entertaining for the how much time that they have. Like, they only have 2 hours on SmackDown, and they usually, I don't know, just some boring bits. I didn't really care for the whole thing at the ending, the whole interruption with the whole, Brie and Daniel Bryan putting the yes lock in. I don't really care for that. Who cares? I know it adds like story and whatnot, but they could have saved it for another time. I mean, the only good match that I see on SmackDown was the first match, and it was decent. I mean, yeah, that tag team match was pretty good as well, but it was nothing crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I would have actually rather see an AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe match on SmackDown. That's what I definitely would love preferred.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just my opinion. Like on that situation. I think wait, has AJ Styles has he competed at all this week? I don't know if he has. That's
At all this week? What are you talking about, man?
There's only one show in the week, so why would he?
Yeah, I know. No, I
Then why are
meant
you saying that if he competed at all
on
this week?
SmackDown though. I meant on SmackDown. Has he competed?
Did you see him in a match?
No.
Was he in a match?
He didn't watch
Yeah,
SmackDown. He didn't watch
I wish
SmackDown.
he
He doesn't
wasn't a
know.
freaking match. Yeah, I really wish he
He
wasn't
doesn't
a
do
match.
his homework. He doesn't watch.
He
any
attacked
of the
Samoa
shows.
Joe.
Okay, could I say something? I actually did watch 205 Live, but I forgot to watch NXT.
Ben, I don't know what's up with you now. You don't watch these shows anymore. Do we have to kick you out of the podcast? What's going on?
No!
Better start doing your homework.
Yeah, well, it's not my freaking fault. I'm freaking busy now.
Oh, yeah, you can't be more busy than us.
Yeah, we have jobs.
If Soul and Sheep can fit in watching wrestling every week, I'm pretty sure you can, Dan.
Can I say something?
What?
This whole week, or should I actually say, I've had to do about a 5-hour shift.
Ben, I do 10-hour shifts, 11-hour days. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't talk to me about your 5 hours. Don't come at me with that shit.
Sheep, do not squat about it.
And what do you do? What do you do in your day of work, Ben?
Oh, let me just.
You wash some dishes?
Don't know yet.
Exposing
Wow.
the weak link here that doesn't watch the
I am
shows
not.
anymore.
I am not. Okay, I was about to I was about to just say something. I was just like, nope.
No, Benbo, we are being serious, man. You gotta start watching these shows again.
Yep.
Because it's been like week after week after week. It's like we try to ask you for your opinion. You're like, oh, I didn't really watch it. I'm sorry.
They got some point.
Really, really.
Start watching the
really,
shows.
Ben.
That's what this is
Okay,
about.
okay. Like I usually actually do like go on social media. I will admit this now. Go on social media, look up freaking NXT 205, Raw, SmackDown. Like, I will eventually will get a time to buddy watch it. Thank God.
Ben, I'm just saying, your life can't be more busy than our
my brain
life,
is not working.
especially Soul and Sheep. I mean, they got kids and they got jobs, full fucking full-time jobs,
Well,
and they got kids and they can fit in wrestling. You can fit in wrestling too.
Yep.
Ben, come on, don't be lazy.
wow.
If you're going to be part of a wrestling podcast, you have to watch wrestling. It's kind of part of the...
Yes, I know that. I know that sheep. Like, I'm not like...
You must not, because you don't watch it.
I'm not freaking 5 years old. I'm not
Are
5
you?
years old anymore.
Are you? Because we can't tell. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on to NXT. And NXT started with Cassius Ohno versus Kona Reeves. I still hate Kona Reeves. Don't care for Cassius Ohno, but at least Cassius Ohno beat Kona Reeves, so I'll take that. Maybe, basically, Cassius Ohno said that he's going to be the jobber to all the new guys. That's what his promo was after the fight. He said,
Really?
the next guy with buzz, the next guy that's coming in, he's going to have to go through me. Okay, so you're basically saying that they will, because that's exactly what's been happening.
Oh no. Yeah, if we get like a lot of Cassius Ohno matches like for brand new superstars, like I think they better actually start pushing him to like different stuff. Like this is going outrageous now.
But, maybe it's Cassius Ohno finally getting some of the credit that maybe he's due. Maybe he's finally getting a shot, I'm not mad at that if that's the case. Let him get, his shot. So the next part was the debut of the Forgotten Sons against the Street Profits. This was interesting. I've never heard of the Forgotten Sons.
Never heard of it either.
They were two guys, Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake, with their leader, Jackson Riker. Jackson Riker used to be Gunner in TNA. So this was actually pretty interesting. The Forgotten Sons looked okay. They kind of looked like a biker version of Sanity. Basically, they're WWE's version of Sons of Anarchy, I think. They look like a motorcycle gang, I guess, and that's basically their gimmick. I didn't really care for the fact that they beat Dawkins and Ford, Street Profits, but they didn't beat them clean. They beat them with an assist from the Mighty, formerly TM61. They came out with like robber masks on and like stole some of their jewelry or something like that, and distracted them long enough for the leader of Forgotten Sons to do something, and then they got the surprise victory. It introduced the Forgotten Sons. They do seem interesting and like they have some potential, and I think the fans will probably like them because it's a gimmick with a little bit of edge to it. So Uh, I see the Forgotten Sons being popular, not because I like them, but because they have that kind of gimmick that people just are drawn to. The next, and I've never seen a biker gang in WWE. It's an interesting concept. I can agree with that. I'm surprised it took this long.
Mhm.
Uh, the next match was Kairi Sane. Well, let's see. It says Kairi Sane gets NXT Women's Champion. She basically defeated a no-name. It was a squash match, pretty much. Adora,
Yeah, it's
Trish
Trishadora.
Adora,
Yeah.
Trish Adora. Um, I don't care for these types of matches. I would rather see her face somebody that I knew. There's plenty of women that should have been in that match. Uh, I didn't see Trish Adora on the Mae Young roster, so at least there's that. I was going to be pissed off if she was in the Mae Young tournament too, because why put somebody who's in the tournament in a match that they are going to lose? And if they lose, then you know they're not winning the tournament. I mean, come on. It's obvious. So that's
Mhm.
like instant spoilers. Like 2 weeks ago, they had one of the competitors in a match and they lost. So I'm like, well, I know one person not to bet on.
Yeah.
So the last match was Johnny Gargano versus Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream.
This was a great match. It wasn't as good as the usual Velveteen Dream match or the usual Johnny Gargano match, but it was it did a good job of making Johnny Gargano's little story pop a little bit better, the frustration and all that. So Johnny Gargano actually lost to Velveteen Dream, like he's lost just about every other match, and it was kind of his temper and his attitude towards everything else that caused him to lose. Um, so now I'm pretty sure that Johnny Gargano is going to just keep fucking up and keep doing fucked up stuff, and eventually he's going to like turn full on heel, probably even heel enough to rival Tommaso Ciampa. He might out heel Ciampa at some point when he goes full dark. Um, that's the only thing I really have to say about that, and I am very excited for one little promo that I forgot to mention. We had Ricochet run into Pete Dunne, and they basically discussed what happened at the, I guess the match the week before, where they lost to Undisputed Era, and it became official, I guess, by the end of NXT that in 2 weeks on NXT, not on Takeover or at a pay per view, in 2 weeks on NXT, there will be title for title, Pete Dunne versus Ricochet. So one person can potentially walk away with both belts. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think both guys are going to retain their individual
Mhm.
belts either from a draw or from an
Mm.
interference from Undisputed Era.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, that's probably going to be the case there, or an interference from whoever's wanting to go for Ricochet's belt or for Pete Dunne's belt. Somebody could attack from there. I don't think that somebody's going to get both those belts. Uh, it would be cool. The only logical way I see it, I don't really see Ricochet being the UK champion.
Yeah.
So I think the only way they could do it would be for Pete Dunne to win, and then for Ricochet to win his belt back at some point. But I don't
Mm.
want Ricochet to lose his belt right after he just won it. So the only logical way out of this conundrum is to have an interference or a draw. So neither one of them loses their belt,
Mhm.
and that's all of NXT.
Mm.
So let me see what kind of news I got. I didn't really look up much. I do know about the Lana thing. Lana's disappointed with how her character looks
Yeah, her
in
character
WWE
is, yep.
2K19. And I can agree. I see it. I looked at the picture. She's got like she's got like Renee Young's haircut, and she's wearing like something that looks like it was made in the custom create a player thing.
Yeah.
Lana said that
Yo,
her hair has never looked like that, and she has never worn an outfit like that ever. She basically said, "Who is this woman?"
Yeah.
She has
She did
wore
say
the
that.
attire though. She has wore the attire though.
Yeah, no, he was just saying what Lana said.
Lana said
Yeah,
she
she
had.
wore the attire a couple of times, and she did have short hair, but she never wore it together. You know what I mean?
Yo, is it just strange that like the Rusev's like overall has like not changed this year? It's still 84.
Yeah, I found that pretty strange too, and that his overall hasn't changed. You would think it would have changed because of the whole
Rusev
whole
Day.
Like, the
Rusev
whole
Day
Rusev
thing
Day.
and whatnot.
Just
But
like,
I don't know, because if you look at it, when did Rusev Day start? It started probably in the middle of last year, right? You would assume, or a little bit towards the end of last year. So I understand maybe, yeah, it wouldn't have changed, but I don't know.
I'm just like,
But I mean,
yeah, I'm just like looking at something.
I don't know
so
if you
far
guys
without,
want to
like,
talk about the overalls for
Okay.
WWE 2K19 that's been revealed.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to talk about the street, you can. Like,
Well,
yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
You're looking at the overalls of the new characters? Well,
so
the
yeah,
new
so
overalls
far,
of the wrestlers?
so far, Adam Cole is 81, AJ Styles is 91,
Yeah,
Angelo
91.
Dawkins is 72.
And a lot of people were kind of
Bobby-
upset with AJ Styles being 91 too.
And they're saying it's
A
too
lot of people
high or
were
too low.
upset. They're
Yeah, 'cause
saying
in
it's too
2K18
low. They
he
said
was 90.
it should have been higher.
Yeah, 2K18
I
he
say
was 90.
93 would have been perfect. Because he had a good run. He should deserve to be 3 more points higher instead of 1.
Let me
We also got
check.
Finn Balor at an 85.
85, yeah, that's
And
like
people were-
3 points down.
Yeah, and people were disappointed about that. But you got to think about
It
it.
makes sense considering the year.
Yeah, it makes sense considering the year. You got to think about it. He didn't do much in his return and everything, so. But yeah, now he's still not really doing much to this day, but he is more active, and his so-called bigger matches.
Let me also actually, I'm still
The
like,
Street
looking at it also.
Profits,
Yep, Street Profits, they are.
72, right?
Yep, but they're both 72.
Shayna
Very
Baszler,
interesting.
81, which is interesting.
Yep.
I was surprised she
Ruby
even made it that high. I thought she was going to be like a
Ruby-
78 or something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ruby Riott, she's went up to 80 now. That's kind of good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't know about
I think
that.
that's too
Matt
high.
Hardy went down 2 points. The overall.
Which is... I don't know if I want to say if it's bad or good because... I don't know. I don't know if I agree. Do you agree if Matt Hardy went down?
I don't know, man.
Did they reveal Jeff Hardy's?
No,
I
they
don't remember.
haven't. No, they haven't released Jeff Hardy. The current superstars they have revealed so far is Mustafa Ali, which is 81.
Which is 81, yeah.
Yep. Lana, Rusev, Shayna Baszler, the Undisputed Era. They've done.
Yeah,
that
what's
so
theirs
far.
again?
Okay,
I don't
so
remember
Adam
theirs.
Cole is 80. Adam Cole is 81.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Fish
Which
is
is-
77, and Kyle O'Reilly is 79.
Oh, and as
They're
far as
all
the Lana outfit,
pretty-
she has never worn that outfit ever in a wrestling ring or in a WWE match. She wore that outfit one time for a photo shoot for
No, she wore it in a mixed match.
mixed match.
match.
I'm
She wore it
saying-
in a mixed match.
I'm
Yep.
saying that she never wore it in ring.
No, she wore it once for a mixed match.
Yep.
And I can even
Also-
prove that to you because Woken Boss has all the sources.
Oh, okay. I believe
Yep.
you then.
So even okay, Velveteen Dream is 80 overall, which
Yeah.
which it's kind of average. It's kind of average for him.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it being 80.
Yeah. Okay. I am also going to say this. I did have a look at Oscar's overall. It's about, I think it's like 84-ish, I think. I'll have to check this one more time. God, my thing is like getting so slow now. That's by the second.
You said 84, Oscar?
I think it is. Yeah, because they did.
What was
they did
she
actually-
on here? I don't even remember. We'll have to go look.
I don't even know. Yeah, you're gonna have to. But I think it was. Hang on, I'll quickly check this. Hang on.
Also,
So,
not
yeah,
really
so-
related to wrestling, but R.I.P. Mac Miller and Burt Reynolds. You know, gotta throw those
yeah.
out there.
Oscar's at
yeah.
87 on here. She can't be an 84.
87?
Yeah, so-
Did you just say 87?
Oscar's at
Yep.
87 on here
On 2K?
on 2K19. 18.
On 18? She's 87?
18.
No.
Hey,
Is she?
yep,
No. I forgot that I upped her. So
What's it
what is
say?
she on here?
Okay.
I'm going to find her.
Because I forgot I upped her. My bad.
I'll check this.
Misleading.
No, she's an 87.
Yep,
Oh, is she?
87.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she went down by 3 points. Oh, I think it must be because like she lost to Charlotte and then Carmella also, like
Maybe.
twice.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
why. Because, she did have... Her better career was in NXT.
Charlotte's
So,
only
I
85
understand.
on here.
Wow. Let me also.
Hmm.
I hate like
Damn.
when 2K like just does not. actually
R.I.P.
update the whole-
Oscar.
Okay, here we go. So far, oh my god, I wish my computer. Oh okay, I'm about to like just break my
I got,
computer screen.
I got a few news we can talk about. I mean, there's one thing. One of the Singh brothers that were out for 7 months, I forgot who it was, but there's been a picture that he posted, and he's been working out, man. He's packing some abs and everything.
Oh, you got some of those
Um,
steroids from Ginger, huh?
Yeah, he took some of those steroids from Ginger Mahal.
Ginger Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaj, has been sharing his secrets. God, I can't speak. But yeah, he posted an image, and there's a comparison image, and he's kind of ripped. Did you see John Cena as well? John Cena's been
Cena?
getting ripped too. John Cena,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can we
He's
please
been
actually
getting
also talk about his move, like his brand new move?
Oh yeah, that was fake. His new
He
finisher
used
move, that
it.
was fake. I know, he
Yeah,
used
he
it,
actually-
but it's
yeah.
not his new finisher. It's a joke.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a joke. Come on.
Wow.
Think John Cena
Uh,
would change his finisher?
No, he wasn't
Versus
changing it. He was
Eight.
adding another one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Could be added too, yeah. But nah,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not real.
Yep.
There's a few other things to talk about. The whole thing with...
I don't think it's a joke. They're just saying that it's
No, it
hilarious.
is. Huh?
They're not saying it's a joke. They're just saying that it's hilarious.
And it's like very stupid. Okay. Hang on. Let me also check this.
There's
There's a thing a little bit not related to WWE, and I know if Soul was here, he would get mad salty with me talking about it. But how CM Punk kind of not picked up the phone for All In. He was called multiple times, and he did not answer back for All In event. So All In had something that they wanted to do with CM Punk, and CM Punk wanted nothing to do with it. So GG. And there's another thing about CM Punk I read recently about him being an upcoming horror film
Yeah,
called Team Player.
I saw that.
Which, congrats to him getting another role in a movie. I mean, he already has one. Him and his girlfriend there, her fucking name? AJ Lee, right? They were in a movie together. Yeah, there's not much news that I heard that was going through the grapevine. I haven't heard much. Not much.
Also, okay, I know that Cody Rhodes
Other
did win
than-
the NWA Championship
Yeah.
at All In. Congratulations to him. What else? Oh, Kerry saying, okay, no, okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. Kyrie Sane is a 79 overall. That's great. Very true. That's very average.
Wait, 79? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
decent
79.
for her.
Also, AJ Styles recently joined the 300 Club, so he's
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just thinking about that.
he's
I wasn't sure.
11. He has the 11th longest reign currently, so that's a great deal for AJ Styles.
Yeah.
He's right below Diesel, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, John Cena, CM Punk, Pedro Morales, Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Bob Backlund, and Bruno Sammartino again. So some pretty exclusive company there.
I don't know if you talked about this in the last. Did you talk about any rumors or anything in the last episode?
Podcast.
Since it was just you.
I can't remember if I did or not, to be honest.
Well, there was something about how Aleister Black underwent testicle surgery.
Oh yeah, there was that. I didn't cover that.
Yeah, Aleister Black undergo some testicle surgery a week ago. Well, not a week ago, but a week back. Yep.
Yep. So right now we know Hell in a Cell is going to be Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. New Day versus either the Bar or frickin' Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
So we'll see how that goes. It's a fairly interesting card. It's not as crappy as the cards have been lately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I also will say this. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, will take on Sonya Deville on SmackDown. SmackDown Live. So that's going to be one hilarious match that no one really wants to see anymore, but great.
Another news that I posted last week. Wasn't covered. Batista reveals that he was turned down by a major movie franchise. Apparently, he did a role, tried out for Star Wars, and got turned down.
Wow.
Also, it looks like Seth Rollins is okay after his arm injury where he got cut up. He'll probably be on Raw next week. So Seth Rollins might not be competing, but he should at least be there.
But I tell you, short-lived Shield moment. And I tell you.
Well, the only
it looks like he came out of that one okay.
Even I actually will now say this right now. The Shield actually had declined medical things because of what happened on Raw. They declined.
No, that's all story.
Really?
Of course, man. It's all story.
Oh my god, Mike. Oh. Okay.
You're talking
here's
about...
a question I need to actually ask you guys.
Wow.
What do you think Ronda Rousey's overall is going to be for 2K19?
Probably 89 or 90.
I hate that factor though, because they're gonna make her have a higher overall than somebody that deserves a high overall. Even though she just got thrown in to the show, she's gonna have a major overall.
Yeah, and she's clearly not that good. I wonder what
Yeah.
her moves are going to be because she only has 3.
Yeah, she's not that good. She only has 3 moves, have we seen.
Yeah.
Doesn't do. She's like a fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
3 moves. Or another freaking Goldberg. 3 moves.
Huh. Damn.
Well, we're just gonna have to find out.
Yeah. So anybody else got anything to add before we shut her down?
No, I ain't got nothing. Hasn't been anything, like I said, running through the grapevine. No
CM
whisper
Punk
in the
opens up-
winds.
Yeah, it's been a
CM
slow
Punk
week as far as
opens up
that stuff
about
goes.
the possibility of another MMA fight.
Oh, CM Punk, possibly another
Yeah.
MMA fight, yeah.
It
I
won't be
don't
in
know,
UFC,
honestly.
I know that.
I know, it won't be in UFC, it'll probably be in Balor or something like that.
Oh no, he slowed off. God damn it.
Well, I mean, it would be
He should've
smart. It would be smart of one of the other kind of like Bellator or somebody else to pick him
Yeah,
up because I mean,
Bellator, yeah, he
it'll
should have
it'll
just
sell some
started there
tickets,
first,
but
honestly.
I
It would have been
I agree.
smarter. He should have started there.
Because if you
'Cause-
you don't jump right into the UFC. If you can't
Yeah,
win a
you don't
fight in
jump right
if
into
you
UFC.
can't win a fight in Bellator, you shouldn't even think about UFC.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Yeah, as much as a CM Punk fan I am, and him jumping into UFC, I think that was a bad move for him. He should have went somewhere. He should have started out somewhere smaller.
Yeah,
I mean,
Brock Lesnar was different.
work his way.
Brock Lesnar's a freak of nature. I
Yeah.
might not like Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar as far as wrestling, but he's a super athlete. He's a freak
It's
of
just
nature. and,
some men and women are built for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some men and women train for something their whole life. So.
And as far as MMA, CM Punk was neither of those.
Yeah.
He's not built for it, and he hasn't trained for it his whole life. So he was at a complete disadvantage. He just jumped into something that he was interested in. It was a hobby to me. That's where his problem was. He tried to take it up as a hobby. I don't think he was serious enough. Well, maybe he was serious enough, but he wasn't. If you were serious enough and taking it serious, you wouldn't be trying to go straight to UFC.
Yeah.
You would have fought your way up. Yeah, I agree. But anyway,
Here's the thing here. I'm not even sure if CM Punk was the one that went there, or that what's his face Dana wanted to sign him. So, I don't know.
Yeah, me either. But anyways, this seems like a pretty good stopping point. Thank you guys for stopping in to the stream. Check us out next week, same time. Should be a pretty interesting. I think we got a lot of stuff we'll have to discuss next week. Maybe everybody will be here. We can have a good podcast. This one was a lot better than last week, so I can say that. At least we had 3 out of 4. So 75% of the group was here.
Well, technically
like I said,
we had 2 out of 4 because
a healthy recovery. That diarrhea's got to be killing him. You know, like I said, eat some cheese. You know, that'll stop you right up. You know, just gotta watch yourself, man. Stay healthy. That diarrhea's got to be brutal. Anyways, Dat Wrasslin Podcast, you know how it is. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons and check us out next week. Check out our individual channels as well. Don't forget about us. Spread the love around. All right, guys.